Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Click Photography, where today we are going to put the Canon R6 and its new firmware, the 1.5.0 firmware update, to the test. One of the big features of the 1.5.0 Canon R6 firmware update, which also is exactly the same as the R5, then the biggest feature is vehicle tracking. So that's what I'm here to do. And so the very first thing that we're going to need to do is we are going to need to go into our menu on the Canon R6 or the Canon R5. And we're going to do that, and we are going to go to AF menu 1 and scroll down to AF method and move that, if we've not already got it on there, to tracking. Now the next thing is going to ask in the third option on AF menu 1 is subject to detect, and if you click on that, you now get 3 options, whereas before there used to be people or animals. There's now people, animals and vehicles. And so I'm going to click on vehicles, and when you do that you'll get an option to click info, and that gives you spot detection. Now I believe that spot detection is for racetracks if you want to focus on the helmet of the driver inside the car. At a motorway that's not going to work, so I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to turn my continuous autofocus onto enable, and now we should be ready to start shooting. Wow, this is crazy good. This is superb. It focuses really, really fast. It tracks effortlessly. I'm going to mount this on the camera. I just took a whole burst of photos of various different cars, and it never missed a beat. Superb, superb, superb. Fantastic tracking. You know, we're looking at cars here going in excess of 70 miles an hour, and it isn't missing a shot. This really wowed me. I'm going to tripod mount it, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys what it's like when it's focusing. So wow, I think it's fair to say that at least in terms of the vehicle tracking, firmware 1.5.0 for the Canon R6 and the Canon R5 does not disappoint. It tracks, it's really fast, it locks on quickly, it's pretty darn accurate. I don't know what else there is to say really. 10 out of 10 Canon for that. But that was not the only new thing in this firmware update, so let's head somewhere a little bit quieter and take a look at a couple of the other things. Now the next part of the update that I'm going to cover is Canon have lent the R3's focusing system for winter sports to the R5 and the R6. I haven't got ski goggles and a ski helmet, so I'm not going to be able to test it out on the slopes. But what I do have is a woolly hat and some dark glasses. So let's try it out and put it to the test. You never know, it might just work. Now just for comparison, I've just done the same test on the EOS R, which I'm filming on today, and the second I put these glasses on, eye detection goes off and moves to face detection, and then the second I put the hat on. So therefore I can conclude that from looking at quickly at this footage from the R6, that has been a big update that has worked really well. The other thing that I was quite pleased to hear about was Canon finally making custom white balances accessible from the quick menu. All you need to do that is choose Q and then click on your white balance selector, and you'll go to custom, and that will give you an option to say shoot to set white balance, and if you click that, you take a shot. It then says white balance custom obtained, and your white balance is now customized to your scene. So all in all, I would say that firmware 1.5.0 for the Canon R6 and the Canon R5 is an absolute success, and I have so much fun, and so will you, with that vehicle tracking. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Dave. This has been Let's Click Photography, and from me, for now, ciao.